Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on last year's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Notre Dame's offense will have the ball.
We got to put some points on the board this game, y'all. We've been with a little staggering offense.
There were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long
finally,
time.
look at my goddamn schedule.
David, all offseason.
Played Michigan, Ohio State.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes.
Played everybody
all the
already.
Talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
First easy game I had all season.
On third and short. The give on the option. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are backbreakers.
Good
Defense gets so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
Touchdown! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the
Give me a
extra
cakewalk.
point
I
after the
deserve
first
a
score of the
cakewalk,
game.
man.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Hey, man, that's our problem, man. Y'all blame everything on computer, man.
The ball will come out to the 25-yard
Every
line.
single time I beat a user in this league, they always blame the computer. It's not the computer, bro. It's me.
Aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he
Algorithm. I should beat them. They're fucking terrible.
Coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
We're going to play 3-4. Yeah, that fumble too. That was nuts.
Trust after that performance. So
I would have let them out
the
of that
playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time.
Hey, what a play
to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
Isn't that big? Let's go. Two passes, 2 tight end touchdowns.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out.
Grip.
And that's not what you want that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism. But you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm going to say what the best linebacking core looks like.
Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopping his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested in watching. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Finds his man. It's Fields.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short.
I hate when they fucking pump fake it.
Got the quick pass.
The
defense wouldn't let him loose it. Even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a tight end.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying play action. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding.
Did he play action up or what?
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long.
Look at that.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Nice hit, North.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there.
I don't know if y'all seen the stats, brother, but Notre Dame. Watch that DN make a decision.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a
Bro,
lot of excitement.
Right to the fucking.
Picked off, and they ruined
Look
the
at
drive with a
fucking
turnover.
accuracy.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. He makes the grab. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Hunt is on its way. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Running to the left. Look out, he's got room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Defense looks as if it's coming. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many
fucking
points.
So great job. You about to
get
benched,
points,
but
get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside, touchdown, Notre Dame. He found some open space
play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Tight end. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gives it on the option. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left.
That's the ball,
This is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Pittsburgh.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it inside the 25. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got a first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The give to the tailback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The short hands. It's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. On the ground, it's Fields. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, you're not close.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Still running at the 35. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a touchdown Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Stanford quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now
perfect. On low side. Scooping up a fumble throw. They telling the truth.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Breaks into the open.
Drop the ball. How many times are going to hit stick
on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The 1st half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Shoot the fuck over.
He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
A couple people around you.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's caught at the 10. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are. Throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Okada. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. That's caught. It's Fields. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
They'll block a little longer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Fields. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
To do something else you want me to do. Wait, what?
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Lewis. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Brings it in down the left side. Pass attack. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll... the 47-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so...
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Fit it in the window for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th. As they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Caught in the backfield, it's McLeod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hitting just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle.
Come on.
There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the D does it again. Like, I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Yeah.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Stevens. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Intercepted
to stop the threat. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Headed to the end zone. Defense swarming on that loose ball.
I didn't need to dive. You're getting too crazy out there,
man.
man.
The defense to jump on
Getting
that
too
ball
crazy out there.
The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on 1st down. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Stevens. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Reels it in on the left side.
Y'all killing my fucking stats,
down
bro.
after a huge completion. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got it set up on the outside. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back, and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Got enough space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They reeled off 6 straight to start.